Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, hiya, my name's Elaine. My channel is a lifestyle channel and I do all kinds of uploads on here. I upload twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and it's all sorts of things. It's quite an eclectic mix. I do bits of like home and garden, I do DIYs, I do fashion and try-ons. Today's in hauls, of course. Today's is a haul and it's from like affordable shops, you know, like B&M, Poundland, the range, places like that. I just want to also say to all of my lovely subscriber friends and viewers out there, thank you so much for your well wishes. You know, I've been poorly, I still am poorly, but you know, I'm a lot better than what I was. But I just want to thank you all for all your lovely messages that you've sent, you know, wishing me well, and yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm still not very well, but as I say, I'm much better than I was, but yeah, I've just been like totally wiped off my feet, you know, and being in bed, and that's just not like me at all, you know. And I feel like a bird with its wing, what is it, its tail feathers clipped, because it's, yeah, I like to be busy and, you know, trying to keep active and things, and I haven't been able to even like sit upright. Even now when I'm speaking to you, I'm sitting upright and I feel nauseous. I'm losing, like, I'm going dizzy, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I thought it was a bug, but it's gone on too long to be a bug. But yeah, I was at the hospital. I'll share this with you. I was at the hospital and I did have a camera down my nose, down in as far as here. Now I did have it without any anaesthesia. I don't usually get the anaesthesia, to be honest, even when it goes down into my stomach, because I've always got to drive afterwards, and you can't drive afterwards if you've had like any kind of anaesthetic, so I usually opt not to. And ever since I've had this, and it was a small procedure compared to ones I've had, like where it's just like a thin little camera, but I feel like since I was there, I've been knocked for 6, honestly. So I don't know if it's got anything to do with that. But I have had labyrinthitis in the past, and it possibly could be the return of that. So if it doesn't clear up in a week or so, I will go and see my GP. But anyway, all that aside, I'm just going to show you where I've bought. I did pick this up a few days ago, you know, before I was poorly, but the things are still in store, you know. I'm going to start off, I should have showed you this one in the last haul, you know, that I did with Emma, when we did like the range in Dunelm, like haul. But I did pick up this lamp, and I don't know how I forgot to show you it, guys, because it's huge. I put it in its place, you know, like in its spot where it was going to go, and I think that's why I forgot about it. But this is it, and it's this lovely driftwood rabbit like lamp. It's huge, it's quite heavy as well, and the shade on it's beautiful. It's this like beigey oatmeal kind of colour, and it is quite a big lamp, guys. It's £38, but I think £38 for a lamp that size isn't bad at all. It's lovely, and I've got it in my upstairs hallway, but I am thinking it might look nice over the caravan, so I might take it over there, you know. But that's £38 from the range. It's actually the cord on it, it's about a 2 metre length cord, so if you plug it in the socket, it's got like quite a distance on it, and it's got one of these switches here, you know, to switch it on and off. So I find them much easier than the ones where you've got to go inside and switch it like there. Okay. Oh, best not being turned out too fast. But you know what? I'm not gonna let it beat me. You know, no, I'm not. I'm going to move on to the next shop, you know, because I've already showed you in a previous video where I got from the range. So I'm just going to go at Homebargains, you know, my favourite shop. I can't keep out of there. You know what I'm like for Homebargains. It's a good job that I don't work there, because I would not bring any salary home, no wages, you know, because I'd spend it all in store. I really would. I've got this lovely vase. Now this was only $4.99, and it's really nice. I picked it up in the green that had other colours in this as well, and it's this lovely reed glass or ribbed glass, and it's a decent size. You can either just keep it like this, like use it like this, or you can put some flowers in or some like other decor pieces in there. But $4.99 for that, I thought that was really good value. I put it down there and I hopefully won't break it. I also picked up this heatless curl kit. It's like the silk sausage. Now you can curl your hair in the like using a bathrobe tie, but I picked one of these up from Shein. This is actually for Emma, and it's in a lovely like soft pink colour, and I think this will be quite good for Pippin, you know, when she gets a bit older, so we can do heatless curls on her hair, you know, because we wouldn't want to be using any kind of heated appliance on like her hair. But I think that will come in really, really handy. And you know what, it takes me back, because my mum used to put rags in my hair when I was little, and I used to put rags in Emma's hair, and we were going to rag Alice's hair, you know, when she's older. Sorry, I refer to Alice. Alice is my granddaughter, and I call her Pippin as well. Is that like a pet name I've got for her? I called her Pippin all the way through, you know, the pregnancy, and the name just sticks. So if in case you were confused, Pippin and Alice is the same person, my granddaughter. But we were talking about ragging hair and things, and she said that she was going to do Alice's hair when she's older, but she'll be able to use this instead, you know. But I do like the ragging method, you know. It's been around for centuries, and it's a good method. I remember when I was bridesmaid as well, my hair got put in rags, you know, for when I was a bridesmaid. Anyway, so that was $2.99 for that. Moving on, weed killer. So this one, I've picked this up before in the past. I'm having to treat the weeds more regularly than I would normally, because the weed killer, this one isn't as good, guys. It's the ones from Wilco's, you know, but I can't seem to get that anymore. I don't know if they've discontinued it, but it was the best weed killer, because I treated my weeds twice a year, you know, and nothing come up through the paving or anything. But yeah, this one isn't as good, but it's still, you know, it still gets rid of them, but you've just got to treat them more regularly. So that's $4.99. You get 4 sachets in the pack, and you can just put it in a watering can and spray it on, or you can use like one of the sprayers, you know, up to yourself really. So anyway, I picked up this Imperial Leather hand soap. I do like this one. It's the almond oil and vitamin E, and yeah, I could not use this soap, you know, when I was younger. The Imperial Leather, it used to have the little sticker on. I just could not use that. My skin was terrible, but obviously times change, you know. They've got it in liquid form now, and I'm absolutely fine with this. I think this was 99 pence, and there's 475 ml in there. Moving on, I picked up this what's it called, a milk frother, you know, for hot chocolate. If you recall, or well, you might recall, I had a one from IKEA, and I paid £5 for the one from IKEA, but it broke. I mean, we had it a while, guys, you know, we had it a while, and where it was, the thing on the bottom, it was still working, but the thing on the bottom, it snapped, so the batteries were falling out. So I guess I could have taped it up, you know, if I really wanted to. But yeah, so I just picked this one up from Homebargains, and it's the Pifco company that does it. And I like this one, you know, because it's got a stand, so you know, your milk frother stands on this lovely stand, and this was even cheaper than the IKEA one. This was $2.99, whereas the IKEA one was £5, so I was really pleased about that. I'll just take it out and I'll show you it, so you can see what it looks like, you know. That's it there. So it looks quite fancy, you know. You can put that on your bench top, your countertop beside like your coffee machine or whatever, you know, but yeah, £2.99. I thought that was a real good bargain. I'll just pop it back in there for now. Also, we did go over the caravan. The vlog will be coming up, guys, next week. But when we got over there, you know, we noticed that the potato peeler wasn't working, so I picked up a new one, and this one was only £1.29. So, you know, the things, the kitchenware's really quite cheap in Homebargains. You know, like little bits and that, and scissors and things like that. They've got like a little range of kitchenware, which is, you know, really quite good, especially if you're starting up, you know, for the likes of Jamie and Emma, who's starting it just up on their house, or if you have got like a holiday at home or anything, a caravan or camping or whatever, you know, you can kit yourself out with things like quite cheaply in there. So that was £1.29 for that. I mean, all of these, obviously, I've bought with my own money. You know, it's not an advertisement or anything for Homebargains. Do you know what? I wish they would sponsor me. I'm in the shop plenty. Crikey, I think I'm their best customer. Right, okay, moving on. Did I pick anything else up from Homebargains? I don't think I did, guys, from Homebargains. I think that's it. But I did pick up these because if you're anything like me, I got in the shop and I'm shopping around, and then I gets to the checkout, goes through, and I've got no bags because I've left them in the boot of the car. And I do this all the time. I absolutely do it every time. And yeah, I couldn't run back to the car, so I did spot these, which they were very close to the checkout, and they say string bags, and these were £1.49, but they're reusable and they're eco-friendly as well, like the material that they're made from. And do you know what, they're very deceiving because the stretch, you know, you can get all sorts in. And I'll either use them as shopping bags, you know, because they do fold up quite small, so they're not going to take up like a lot of room. If you've got a biggish handbag, you know, you can definitely fit that one in. But I thought, do you know what, another idea as well for the beach, you know, as a beach bag, like to throw your you know, your wet things in, you know, after you've been in the sea. You could like put your wet things in there, you know, your costume and towel. So that will come in handy for that. But do you know what, I think I'm going to use them for vegetables, you know, and put store vegetables in, or even fruit, you know. So I picked the one up in the green, and I also picked one up in this colour, this kind of neutral colour. So I think them two go like really nice together, them two colours, don't they? So £1.49 each for those. Yeah, next, oh no, there's one more thing I picked up in Homebargains, and that is the pepperonis. I picked these up for my son. You know, he absolutely loves them. They're £2.15 for 5. Right, I was also in Aldi as well, picking up my usual weekly shopping, and I can't, you know, I always have a little look in the middle aisles, and I saw this little guy here, this duck, and I do have a cat planter in this from Aldi, in this kind of material, and I do have a rabbit one as well. And when I saw the duck, I thought, yes, I'm gonna pick him up, you know, and I put him in the trolley, and I was walking round, and I said to David, oh, that's faulted, meaning this is faulted. And he went, where? And I said, well, it has its ear, it hasn't got any ears. Oh gosh, honestly, guys, I know. I mean, since when did ducks have ears? But I expected it to have like ears. I know ducks have ears, I know this, but you can't see them, you know. But I just, for a split second, I just was confused, you know. And I thought, and then he went, it's a duck, and I went, eh, crikey, yeah. But then we were walking further out, and I looked at it, and I went, and I was still thinking that should have ears. So I don't know what was going on, guys. I really don't. But I hadn't had any kind of, like, I hadn't had a drink or anything like that, you know. I hadn't had the anaesthesia or nothing. I don't know if it was just a momentary lapse in concentration or whatever. But anyway, he was £7.99, guys, and no, he hasn't got ears. So £7.99 for him. Anyway, also in Aldi, I picked up this. I think this was £1.99. Yeah, and it's like a Nutella dupe, and It's much cheaper than Nutella. There's 400 grams in here, and I believe it was $1.99. My son loves this. You know, I like this as well, to be honest. But yes, I picked that up for $1.99. They're all selling another one in there. I think it is Nutella, but it's so expensive, you know. So that one is much cheaper. And do you know what? I can't tell the difference between them. Moving on, in B&M, I picked up this, it's a tiki bottle. I picked it up for the bottle, guys. I mean, the contents, I probably will sample the contents, but yeah, it's this tiki bottle. Can you see it? It's got like the tiki face on. It goes around the other side as well. Now, as you probably know, I've got a bar. Well, it's still getting like built. You know, we did have a tiki bar. We pulled it down and we're rebuilding it. And like I've collected tiki things for years now, and I'm always on the lookout for tiki things, and you know, for the bar, for the garden, and things like that. So I saw him, and he was only $14.49, and do you know what? I'd have paid that just for the bottle. I really would have, because I'm gonna, when it's finished, I'm gonna put some lights in it, you know, and light it up, and it'll be a decoration, because it's really difficult to get like tiki decorations, you know. And if you were very clever and you did have it, you could cut this bottle off and make it into a tiki vase, and I'm quite tempted to do that. I haven't got a glass cutter, but you could do that, you know. And obviously you'd have to sand the edges of it, but it could be a tiki vase then. So that might be, I might try and do that, you know. I'll do a few practice runs first before I do. But that was it. Sorry, the flavour of it is mango and pineapple. So if you wanted to give that a try, I think it would be really nice for lemonade. Okay, moving on. Wherever else have I got to show you? Oh yes, I'll show you this. So these plant pots, and I've got them from Poundland. And do you know what? They're really, oh crikey. They're really, I'm going a bit dizzy there, guys. It's when I move, honestly. I think it is like labyrinthitis or something. Anyway, I picked up these plant pots, and can you see they're quite squishy? I don't know what it's some sort of plastic, but the plastic's like bendable, you know, and like I don't know, like a rubbery kind of feel to them, you know. Yeah, but I think they're going to be quite durable, you know. They're definitely not single use. I mean, I use all of my plant pots over and over again, but I think these are going to stand like the test of time as well. So I was really pleased about these. I've picked them up before from Poundland. You get 8 pots, and they're only £1, you know, for the 8 pots. So that's not bad at all. I did pick up 3 packs. I'm trying not to move too much. I did pick up 3 packs of them, so yeah, not bad at all. £1 for 8 plant pots. I also picked up these labels as well, because I've been, you know, when I've been planting things, I've been writing on lolly sticks with a marker pen. Now when you're watering and the lolly stick gets wet, the pen's just running, you know, the words is just running. So not good, because I can't tell what's in the pot anymore. So I picked up these plastic ones, and there's different sizes. Can you see this is like a shorter one, then you've got some longer ones, but then you've got these ones as well. You do get a little pencil. I hope you can see the pencil in the pack there. You know, so you can write on them, but you can reuse these, you know, because you just wipe it off and then they're good to go again. So for all the plastic, you are reusing them all the time, and I haven't got a problem with plastic as long as they've got another use, you know, as long as you continue in using them, because I'll probably not, you know, continue using these, well, until they break, if they ever do, you know. But I'm guessing that they're going to be quite durable, you know. So yes, these were only £1 as well, and you get 60 in there. Right, moving on, guys. I picked up this popcorn. It's pop and corn, and it's just the corn kernels. I picked this up from Sainsbury's, and it was £2 a pack. You get how much did you get in here? 500 grams in the bag. But you know what? It goes a long way, guys. And I bought this because David, he was keep buying the popcorn in Homebargains, you know, in the big tubs. And I think it was like, it's over £2 or £2.99 for a tub. And I did say it to him, because he buys it every week, you know, every Friday he buys it. And I said to him, you know what, you do know that we've got a popcorn machine in the cupboard, you know, in Gadget Graveyard. And I bought a popcorn machine years and years and years ago for the kids, and it's like like a duck, and it spits the popcorn out of the duck's mouth. The kids loved it, honestly, they absolutely loved it, and it did get well used. But it's in Gadget Graveyard because we haven't used it for a long time, along with the chocolate fountain and the drinks fountain and all of the things, fondue and things like that, you know. And yeah, so I bought this, so I'm going to make some, you know, for David, and see how mine compares to the one he buys from B&M. I'm sure mine will be better, but yes, that was only £2. You can do popcorn in a pan, you know, and I'll tell you a story about that. So my friend Helen, bless her, she's no longer with us. We used to, like, there was two things. We used to go to her house for hot chocolate, because her mum made like lovely frothy hot chocolate, and my mum made popcorn for us. So anyway, there was one day, my mum was really busy and she didn't have time to do us popcorn, so me and Helen decided we would do it. So gets the popcorn out, you put butter in the pan, if I recall, and a lid on it, and we put it on the stove top. And anyway, my mum came in, and we were about 12 at this point. I think we might have been 12, 13. And my mum took the pan off the gas. It had all started popping. And we put it, my mum put it in the bowl. And then there was still some left in the bottom of the pan, like cones that hadn't, you know, popped. But my mum had said, leave them, don't put the pan back on. Well, me and Helen didn't listen. And we wanted more popcorn, so we decided we weren't going to listen to my mum. We're going to put the the pan back on the gas. And oh, honestly, long story short, we bent the pan. My mum came through because she could smell burn, and we obviously forgot about the pan, and because we were eating the popcorn, and she came in, and honestly, I didn't half get wrong. We're burning our pan, and Helen, my mum was telling me off. So my mum was there, and then Helen was behind my mum, and my mum's telling me off, and Helen started sniggering, you know, and laughing because I'm getting in trouble. But yeah, it's a funny memory. Probably wasn't funny when I was getting told off, but it's funny looking back, you know. And I don't know what happened to the pan. I think it went in the bin. Oh, anyway, mums always know best, don't they? They really do. Anyway, my last item, guys, is this little tortoise, and I loved him, absolutely loved him when I saw him. And we had a tortoise when I was at home, you know, when I was really young. He was called Toby, and yeah, we used to try and put him in a box to hibernate. I remember we used to get a box, and my mum used to stuff it with newspaper, and we used to put him in, and it just would not stay in. This tortoise just would not hibernate. He was a sociable soul. But anyway, I've got this spawn, and he's made out of a coconut shell. He's got this bobbin head. I'll stand up carefully. Can you see his bobbin head? I just thought he was so cool. And the fact he's made out of a coconut shell, that would have been thrown away, you know, with no purpose, and they've actually made this out of a coconut shell. I just love that. I love like recycling things. Now, he's like that, guys. I thought he would look nice in the garden, and I did ask, will he be alright outdoors? And they said, well, we are selling him as an outdoor garden ornament. So they were guessing yes. But I'm really not too sure whether he is, you know, going to be safe out there. So I think what I'm going to do is put him in like a really sheltered spot, so not much rain gets on him. And I think come winter I might, you know, pop him in a box to hibernate. Unlike Toby. In fact, do you know what? I think I'm going to call him Toby, you know, in remembrance of our Toby. So this is Toby, guys. or you might just join me in here, you know. Anyway guys, that's the end of today's haul. I do hope there's something here that you liked. I hope you liked the video. If you have, it would be great if you could just give me a thumbs up, a like, you know. And if you're watching my channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. It does help me out, you know, with the YouTube and things. I think, you know, with the subscribers, it pushes videos out, you know, like YouTube will maybe push my video out, as I understand. I'm not really that up on the understanding of it, but that's the gist I get, you know. So if you could subscribe, that would be fantastic, you know. But yeah guys, that concludes today's video. I do hope that you'll join me in the next video. Hopefully I'm feeling a bit more like my normal self. And until then guys, I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you in Sunday's video. Yeah, I do have a video on Sunday, and it's a fashion try on video. So I did want to get that up and out for you, because you know, some of the dresses are in a sale, so it was quite time sensitive, so I had to jump on and do that, because I don't want you to miss out in case you want to go and get them. So anyway, I hope you'll join me in Sunday's video. Until then guys, I'm gonna have a cup of tea now, and I'm gonna have a lie down. But thanks again for all your well wishes, and I'll see you in Sunday's video. Bye bye for now guys, bye bye.